What is up, everybody? Good evening. Welcome back to Unplugged and Uncut. You're live with your boy Unique, and we are going to get into the San Antonio Spurs draft recap, my early grades, give you the outlook and what to look forward to. But we got a lot to get into this evening, so I'm just going to get right into it. And tonight, with the ninth pick, the San Antonio Spurs did select Jeremy Sochan out of Baylor. Now, this is a great fit. Jeremy is a 6'9", 230-pound forward. However, it is questionable if he was the best player available. He averaged 9.2 points, 6.4 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 1.3 steals, 0.7 blocks, and 1.6 turnovers. It's almost a 1-to-1 ratio on that turnover to assist there. Now, he is a rookie, but he can jump into the starting lineup this year. He is known for his defense, and that is his calling card. However, his blocks are a tad low, with defense being your calling card, not averaging over 1 block a game. He does get his hands in the passing lane and is able to play the ball well, averaging 1.3 steals a game. So that is not bad. Now, I had a hard time grading this one. I was fluctuating between a C+ and a A. And I settled on a B-. And the reason I gave this grade a B- is because even though it is a great fit, if was a fifth, we all know that, if you're keeping Yakapurto. However, if you're really still shopping Yakapurto, you're kind of short on bigs. Now, Jeremy Sochan is 6'9". He's listed as a forward, not a true power forward. He's a combo forward. He's more like a point forward. He can pass the ball. He can handle the rock really well. And he's going to be a good player. So that's why I give it a B-. Not quite an A. There were a couple players that were better available and also would have been a great fit. But he does fulfill a position of need and allows Keldon Johnson to move back to small forward. So overall, this is definitely not in the C category, but not quite a B+ or an A, with multiple players being available that could have been better and would have also been great fits. So it's coming in at a B-. Really solid pickup. I do not see All-Star written in Jeremy Sochan. However, that is okay, because with the number 20th pick, the Spurs get really lucky and select Malaki Branham. Did not think he would be available this late. He is a lottery talent, projected to go no lower than 16. 6'5", 180-pound guard. He was the best player available. He averaged 13.7 points, 3.6 rebounds, 2 assists, 0.7 steals, 0.3 blocks, and 1.7 turnovers. Again, right there with almost a 1-to-1 turnover ratio with assists. So definitely got to work on that. However, this kid has all-star potential. He shot 45% from three-point range and almost 50% from the field overall. That is excellent shooting, excellent shot selection, with an ability to put the ball in the bucket as just a freshman. Really young player, has all-star potential. You guys will like him. Josh Primo, time to get to work. Because with the 20th pick, I actually give this an A as well, guys. I gave this grade an A. This is an excellent pick, and the A for all-star potential. But with the 25th pick, the Spurs surprise us yet again. And we're going to talk about Wright here in a little bit. But Blake Wesley. Now, Blake Wesley is a 6'4", in the quarter, 185-pound shooting guard. He did not fulfill a position of need, and he was not the best player available. With players like Nikola Jovic, 6'11", Patrick Baldwin, 6'10", being better fits, and with equal, if not higher, upside. Now, Blake Wesley is a very explosive athlete. However, to be a shooting guard in this league, he does lack a three-point shot. He should still be a good player, but with so many guards on the Spurs squad, will he ever get that chance? You would think so, being a first-round draft pick, but will he? Real quickly, let's look at the guard rotation we know coming through for sure. Devin Vassell, Josh Primo, Josh Richardson, barring trade, Malaki Branham, Blake Wesley. We haven't mentioned Lonnie Walker IV or Romeo Langford. That is 7 guards. 5 if you take the last 2 off. 5 shooting guards. Not to mention Keldon Johnson is actually listed as a shooting guard small forward. The Spurs just decide for some random reason to try and play him at power forward. Who knows? So we definitely know that the Spurs like shooting guards. Wow. Now, Blake Wesley, I'm giving this grade a C- because it wasn't a position of need, and I don't feel he was the best player available. And you had players with similar upside, if not higher upside, that could have been better fits for this team going forward long term. Unless you're just already through giving up on Josh Primo and Devin Vassell. And Devin Vassell has shown a lot of growth and pushed this way into the starting lineup, so I definitely don't feel that's the case. But I mean, you can only play so many shooting guards. You can't. You only get 15 roster spots and you got 7 shooting guards to consider right now. That's a whole lot. Speaking of shooting guards, you got 2-point guards on the squad, DeJounte Murray and Trey Jones. That could have been a good time or a good position to look at a point guard if you didn't want to go for a big with that 25th pick. Especially knowing now that you traded the 38th pick away. Small forwards, you got Keldon Johnson, Doug McBuckets, Robert Woodard, technically, KBD, and Joe Wieskamp, kind of. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Joe Wieskamp there. It's going to be very interesting with so many new players being on the roster. How many of those two-ways actually make it over? Power forward, you got Zach Collins, Jeremy Schoen, and then possibly once again Devontae Kaycock, but who knows what's going to happen there. Centers, you got Jakob Poeltl and Jacques Lindell. So at every other position, you could have used some help. A backup for Keldon Johnson. Now, of course, some of the shooting guards will wind up playing minutes at small forward. But then again, you got to think, the Kawhi Leonard, 6'7", Paul George, 6'9"? I mean, these small forwards in the league, these wings, Scotty Barnes, 6'8". These are some big boys. 6'5". You just can't teach height in the NBA. Now, overall, the Spurs did get good players, but they might have missed on an opportunity to upgrade positions of need. Even if they would have stuck with the best player available approach, I mean, you still could have came out with positions of need. So in my opinion, the Spurs kind of come out similar to past years. An abundance of shooting guards and lacking the size to truly compete and be a legit contender. So that leads me to another point that we said we're going to get into. Brian Wright, all eyes are on you. That is right. DeJounte Murray's name has been in too many rumors, and you might lose a few Spur fans if you decide to trade DeJounte Murray and you're not getting back LeBron James. I'm just using LeBron's name as a name. I'm just saying. What are you doing? Why are we putting DeJounte Murray's name in rumors? Also, Brian Wright, your ability to put together a roster. Now, when the Spurs R.C. Buford moved up, you were just promoted. The Spurs really didn't do a search for the best candidate available for GM. Now, we're going to, as Spur fans, going to believe in the Spur organization and their faith in you. However, roster construction is the key to being a great GM. That is going to be the key. Your ability to actually put together a competitive roster. Do not make the Spurs a, what do you want to call it? The OKC for the last few years, where you're just the NBA farm, basically. You're just bringing in guards, getting them better, and passing them throughout the league for other teams to be successful with. Actually draft and pick players that fit your squad, that are positions of need, that help you move forward. You should be doing everything you can to give Pop that last hoorah. Go out in the playoffs. Even if you can't put together a championship squad, at least let them go out winning. Pop is literally the last player left from the championships. Not even player, the last person left, the last coach left. Luckily, they got Ginobili and sometimes Duncan. But Pop is the one that's there every day. I actually think Ginobili's going to be there a lot more. I mentioned that in a previous video, but just as constructed right now, Pop is the one that's been there every day. Let's give this man a team to compete. Show us why the Spurs made you the GM. Because right now, all eyes are on you. And the construction of this roster is head-scratching. No one is saying there's not talent on the roster. What we're saying is the talent misplaced. 7 shooting guards. If you count Keldon, who's a shooting guard small forward, that's 8 shooting guards. That's too many. And Romeo Langford, Lonnie Walker, both really young players who Romeo Langford really ain't never get a chance to try show what he had. And Lonnie Walker was turning it on at the end of the season. Yeah, he was very inconsistent, but the potential was there. I just don't understand it. Guys, y'all help me out with that one. How do y'all feel about this draft? Do y'all agree with the grades I gave? A B- for the 9th pick, a A for the 20th pick, and a C- for the 25th pick. Jeremy Schoen, Malaki Branham, and Blake Wesley. All good players. One of those has all-star potential. Definitely has all-star potential. 2 of those have a chance to be solid rotation pieces. Do y'all agree with these choices made at the picks they were made? Do you agree with me that 2 of the 3 could have had possibly a better player available, which is why we gave them a lower grade, but still not bad picks, so it's not bad enough to fail? Or do y'all think I graded them too harsh? Do y'all think having so many shooting guards is a bonus. Y'all let me know. Very interesting to see what's going on here. I definitely expect to see a couple camp invites for undrafted free agents, so maybe that's what the Spurs look for big. You never know. Could definitely use some help there. But we'll be checking that out. Could also see some future trades shaping up, especially with the current construction of this roster. So we'll be all over the news, all over the rumors to see what's to come. But for now, I'm about to jump into the comments to see how you guys, how you ladies feel about this 2022 NBA draft. Leave your grades in the comment section so I can see if I agree with yours as well. Thank you for tuning in, but y'all have a blessed night because your boy is out. Peace.